Genesis 11 to 15 marks a major shift in the story of Scripture. In Genesis 1 to 10, the focus was on the whole human race, creation, the fall, the flood, and the nations that spread across the earth. But beginning in Genesis 11 to 15, the spotlight narrows to one man, Abram, later called Abraham. Through him, God begins his plan to bring redemption and blessing to the world. These chapters contrast human pride with God's promise. At Babel, people try to build a tower to heaven and make a name for themselves, but God scattered them. Soon after, God called Abram and promised, "I will make your name great." Where human effort failed, God's grace succeeds. We watch Abram's journey of faith unfold. His obedience to leave his homeland, his choices in the land, his courage in battle, and his worship of God. Most importantly, we see God's covenant with Abram, promising countless descendants and a lasting inheritance. Key theme: Genesis 11 to 15 is the foundation of God's redemptive plan. It shows us that salvation does not come from human ambition, but from trusting God's promises. Abram's story is the story of faith, a faith that points forward to Jesus Christ, through whom the ultimate blessing for all nations comes. The Tower of Babel. At one time, all the people of the world spoke the same language and used the same words. As the people migrated to the east, they found a plain in the land of Babylonia and settled there. They began saying to each other, "Let's make bricks and harden them with fire." In this region, bricks were used instead of stone, and tar was used for mortar. Then they said, "Come, let's build a great city for ourselves with a tower that reaches into the sky. This will make us famous and keep us from being scattered all over the world." But the Lord came down to look at the city and the tower the people were building. "Look," he said, "the people are united, and they all speak the same language. After this, nothing they set out to do will be impossible for them. Come, let's go down and confuse the people with different languages. Then they won't be able to understand each other." In that way, the Lord scattered them all over the world, and they stopped building the city. That is why the city was called Babel,